This is Stephen Hickey coming to you live from Ontario, Canada. I'd just like to point out 3 quick things. This video is only going to take about 15-20 minutes. And I expect all of you to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And get my views up to each video about 10,000 or more. And the 3 things I like to point out is 1. Have you guys realized, or is it just me, that every time something goes good for Lil Reese, somebody has to try to kill him? Like, he was at the top of his rap career in the early 2010s. Then he lost a lot of his homies to gang violence. Then he got shot in the neck in 2019. And then this last week, he got shot in the eye, but apparently he's not blind. Now, I want to know something. Is it possible to not go blind after getting shot in the eye from point-blank range over a carjacking? Because every time Lil Reese says that he's fine, somebody tries to kill him. I don't know if these people are planning on taking out all black people, but you guys are probably laughing like, oh, Steven, why would you say all black people? Because I find it's mostly black rappers that are getting targeted by police and other agencies and other people in the States for gun violence. You saw what California did to Nipsey Hussle. There's a lot of conspiracies going around that DMX was taken out because he wanted to own his masters. There's a lot of rumors that Lil Durk and King Von had something to do with FBG Duck's death. And that in Lil Durk's song featuring Pooh Shiesty, Should Have Ducked, he dissed FBG Duck and FBG Brick, who O-Block has been under investigation from the FBI for so long because of all the murders they have been linked to, and King Von and Lil Durk and Lil Reese and Chief Keef and those guys, they're all close to O-Block. They're very tight with O-Block, and King Von, Durk was expected by a lot of people to have had something to do with setting up and killing King Von as well. Because King Von didn't trust Durk, and Durk knew that, and King Von was going to expose Durk. Watch King Von's video where he told with the guy with the gray hoodie and the clown face. That's supposed to be an image of Lil Durk snitching on King Von for the charge that they caught when they shot someone in Atlanta. And Lil Durk outed King Von, said, oh, it wasn't me, when they asked him, did you do the crime that you're being charged with? He's like, no. And that left only one other person. Because Hellaband was there, he died. King Von died. Bezu was there, and Bezu, from what I hear, had nothing to do with the case. So I'm starting to think that Lil Durk is a snitch, and that he outed King Von just to save his own music career. But not very many people know that because Durk is said to be solid in the streets. Sorry about that. Second thing I'd like to point out is the fact that King Von wanted to distance himself from those other savages who are close to Lil Durk, because he knew that they weren't real gangsters, for lack of a better term, and that they were dangerous. King Von had everything Lil Durk wanted, so it's no surprise to me that when King Von died and Lil Durk released the song Back in Blood, where it has a picture of King Von in it, that he rose to even more fame than Lil Durk did because of King Von. King Von was getting millions upon millions upon millions of views per video, and Durk wasn't. Durk wasn't even as iced out as King Von was. And everyone's saying, oh, King Von was a prodigy of Lil Durk. He was an up-and-coming star, but Lil Durk was his mentor. You're right, Lil Durk was his mentor, but Lil Durk was surpassed in fame by King Von. King Von, when he died, was worth, I believe, he said in an interview that he was worth $5 million. Lil Durk right now is only worth $3 million. And that's after all his videos with Pooh Shiesty and OTF 600 Mamo or Just Blow or any of these guys. Lil Reese is worth, I think, $800,000. But every time something good happens to Lil Reese, someone shoots him. If I was you, Lil Reese, I would get the hell out of Chicago. Go live in California with Sosa, because I know you're tight with him, and go get your money up. Go make some bread and feed your family. Stop living the gang life. The gang life is going to get you nowhere. Now, my favorite YouTuber, Tanique Review, shout out to him. Go subscribe to him. And subscribe to me. But my favorite YouTuber, Tanique Review, said that he thinks FBG Duck was assassinated just like Nipsey Hussle was. But the only thing is, Duck's case can be solved if people come forward. But no one's coming forward. No one wants to come forward because everyone's scared that, if they come forward, they're going to be a target. There's 2 people shot when Duck was killed. Duck and one other person. So maybe that other person comes through and says, hey, I saw so-and-so do it. Maybe it'll lead to an arrest. But as of right now, there's been no arrest made to the shooter of FBG Duck. Now, we all know Lil Reese is a hard dude. He ain't a snitch, he ain't an informant like 6ix9ine. And 6ix9ine, if you're watching this, get the fuck off my channel. So, Lil Reese has been in the gang life since he was a youngin'. He said it in an interview with DJ Academics that he's been throwing up gang signs since he was 5 years old. Lil Reese has a daughter now, so he needs to move smart and think about her future and think about his future. Does he want her to go to a good school, get a good education? Does he want her to have a good life and be safe and not have to worry about getting shot? If he wants that, he's going to have to get his bread up and move out of Chicago and go live in somewhere like Atlanta or LA or Memphis or New York or wherever. There's anywhere outside of Chicago. Oh, and free rondonumbanine and Cedar and D-Rose. They are innocent in all their crimes that they have been convicted of. My third point I want to say is, rondonumbanine is not no snitch. That you have DJ Vlad, who is probably as trustworthy and as credible as a dead mouse in the mouse trap. rondonumbanine said he will never snitch because that's bad on his name. Yeah, he is shoot a bitch. Take 600 out the Rugers quick. He said that in a song with L.A. Capone. Do you really think that if rondonumbanine was a snitch, that all those people would hang out with him and be his gang buddies and everything? I don't think so. I think they would kill him. Now, rondonumbanine knows what he's doing. He knew that seeking revenge for L.A. Capone was a bad idea, and he knew that, hey, if I do this, I could potentially get caught. But he did not kill the person. Neither did D-Rose, neither did C-Day. Me personally, I think it was Tay 600 that killed them. Because T-600's the real rat. T-600's the real dangerous, sneaky one. And Lil Durk called him that. E-Day called him that. His whole block disowned him because he's a snitch. And they go off of paperwork, and they have the real paperwork. 600 Breezy also called T-600 a rat. Back to my third point. If rondonumbanine was a rat, they would beat him to death in jail. Jail people don't like rats. And they'll find out in prison if you're a rat, because they have people on the outside. So, that's my third point. My fourth and final point that's going to take about 5 to 6 minutes to explain is Little Durk has caused more problems for the city of Chicago than any other rapper who has died or lived in Chicago. He started the GDK-BDK beef with the song L's Anthem when he decided to diss the whole Brick Squad and Ruger world. He dissed Crump, he dissed Melly, he was responsible for their deaths, and I personally believe he was responsible for his cousin Lil Mr's death. But you know what? Who am I? Lil Durk and another deceased rapper, Lil Jojo, were responsible. Then more so Lil Durk because he survived. But Lil Jojo and Lil Durk, when they were beefing, were responsible for a lot of deaths. Kiki from, I think it was Lamron, or 600. He died after killing Lil Jojo with D-Rose. Who else? Wooski got a bullet to the head. Dusky died. Lil Mr. died. Fredo Santana overdosed. Who else? Ali Capone got murdered. Baldy got murdered. M-Thing caught a murder charge. Just Blow caught a murder charge. Who else? Shaq got killed. K.I. got killed. HK from O-Block got killed. There's a lot of people who have died and who are young. And I mean under 40. Some of them even under 20. Who have lost their life due to gang violence. That's why I'm calling upon the U.S. government to make harsher penalties for gang activity. As I said in one of my other videos, go check that out. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'm also calling upon the U.S. government to change its gun laws to make it more harder for gangs to get guns. Because the more gangs get guns, the more innocent people get killed. Just from 2012 to 2014, over 500 people each year got killed in Chicago from gang violence. That is a lot of people. That is like bigger than the town that I reside in. So, I'm calling upon the U.S. government to make harsher penalties for gang activity and to make harsher gun laws. And I'm also calling upon the U.S. government to create more youth programs to help get these young gangsters and young youths off the street and teach them real-life job skills that they can use in real life to get real employment and make something of themselves instead of going around killing people, selling dope, and risking their own life. And before I let you go, I would like you all to go comment on my last couple videos and like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace.